And good evening from the Panther Den. At the campus of United Township High School, better known as East Moline, this is Quincy High Blue Devil basketball from the girls' side right here on mechasportsco.com. And hi, I'm Jeff Wellman as we get ready for tonight's Western Big Six and the start of second semester. After this Blue Devil team went 3-1 at the State Farm, taking 5th place, one shot away from being undefeated and maybe getting the gold ball as well. But Brad Dance was pretty happy the way they performed. Coach Pettit and I was as well. And so tonight, it's time to reset it, get back into the Western Big Six action, and take care of business here. And, of course, we've got a good weekend coming up. But first things first, and that's tonight, Coach. And you can't overlook anybody in the Western Big Six, and even including Miss Awu and the Panthers.
Well, you're looking at if the Blue Devils do what they do, can come out and take care of business, take care of the basketball, not try to get too frilly back and forth, make the fancy passes, shooting the threes off the dribble, things of that nature. You got to come in and have a solid performance tonight. And if they do that, against this weaker, United Township High School team, good things should happen tonight.
And indeed, we're at the Mecca Mobile Studio now in the Quad Cities, as the studio jumps around a lot.
Well, we are at the Panther Den tonight.
That's true.
Up here at East Moline. We're not in the girls' gymnasium on the other side, so you're going to get a great view of the game tonight.
Indeed. Of course, that studio is brought to you by Sleep Tight. Better beds, less money. Sleep Tight, Quincy and Jacksonville. That's sleeptightmidwest.com. We'll have more of the pregame show, and when we come back, we'll hear from Brad Dance. That's brought to you by Cunis Auto Group. That's Coach's comments, and the rest of the pregame leading up to the Blue Devils and the Panthers right here on mechasportsco.com.
Better bed, less money at Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville. Shop Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster with free delivery, setup, removal, and 0% financing for up to 5 years.
Sleep Tight. Sleep Tight.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
This game is brought to you by Mecha Sports Co. You can find us at mechasportsco.com, on YouTube at youtube.com/@mechasportsco, and on Facebook at facebook.com/mechasportsco. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any coverage for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams, boys and girls. Get the play-by-play and color call from Wellman and Pettit exclusively on Mecha Sports Co.
And welcome back to the pregame show. Time for the coach's comments, and with me the head coach of the Blue Devils from the girls' side, Brad Dance. And Coach, first of all, seems like we haven't seen each other for a while since we had all those games in a row, and now it's been a little over a week since we've actually had a game.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but we're going to wind back up here and get going full force again. So we'll be back at it starting tonight for the next 6 or 8 months, or 6 or 8 weeks, not months, but weeks.
It's a year-round thing.
Yeah,
as we do.
Yeah.
Well, and we won't be home for a little while still. We got a bunch of games on the road, but that's okay as well. So, first of all, you had some time off. So the first question always is injuries and sickness, and your follow-up is?
We did give the girls a lot of time off after the Christmas tournament, which I felt they deserved, that they needed that. We came in to get shots up, but no, we didn't have official varsity practices. Chloe's out today. She's sick, so she won't be here with us. She'll be back this weekend, so it gives other kids opportunity to step up and play. And we practiced this week, so I feel we'll be fine.
Chloe, we're sending a shout out to you back there at home. Watch a little bit, then get back to bed. Chicken soup, by the way, chicken noodle soup. All right, great performance at the State Farm. One shot from being undefeated and maybe taking the whole thing.
Yeah, it was, and that still left a sour taste in the girls' mouth. They still talk about it, so it's what it is now. We got to move on and get on to the next one. Because everybody we play is going to be, loaded. We can't. This will be the first game back, so we got to make sure we're ready to go for this one, and it's just going to amp up from here.
And of course, Western Big Six, always a key in the conference. Panthers are down, but that doesn't mean we can come out and be lazy at all.
No, we're going to have to play well, and it's never easy playing on the road, so we're going to have to come out and compete and do what we need to do on both ends of the court.
Looking forward to that, and then before you know it, we'll be down in Columbia for the Sophie Classic, and the teams get tough there.
Oh, yeah, it'll be a good, fun weekend. The kids are looking forward to that, but we've got to take care of business here first, so that's first and foremost.
Hey, don't get too excited there.
Got to take care of business here first.
All right, good luck. And that's Brad Dans, head coach, of course, the Blue Devils. His comments are brought to you by the Kunis Auto Group, faith, family, and giving back. When we return, it's the Blue Devils from the girls' side against the Panthers up here at UT on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Kunis Auto Group is proud to sponsor Mecca Sports Broadcasting.
If you're looking to score your next new ride, be sure to visit Kunis Honda.
And Kunis Hyundai of Quincy.
With over 300 new and used vehicles to choose from, you won't find a selection like this anywhere else.
Plus, give your vehicle the game plan to success by servicing with our new state-of-the-art service center.
Visit Kunis Auto Group of Quincy on 36th Street and see how Kunis makes it easy.
And welcome back to the pregame show right here at MeccaSportsCo.com. Wellman and Pettit. Heard from Coach Dance there, and you do have to take care, not to use the line we've used for a couple years with Coach Douglas about taking care of business, but taking care of what you do. And tonight it'll have a chance for the other girls to kind of fill in for Chloe and see what we got.
Well, you can't fill in for Chloe. Sorry about that. That's not going to happen. But you know, I sit there and look at their schedule, who they've played. One of the losses is to and by the way, the AP polls came out yesterday. So, first loss I want to talk about is against number 4 in 4A, DePaul College Prep. Last second shot, win by 1. Second one I want to talk about is the number 2 team in the state in 3A, Galesburg. They took them to double overtime, 76-71. You know, and then you've got O'Fallon, solid team down, you know, in the St. Louis area. Howell and Westview. Between those 5 losses right there, those teams are 55-12. Okay, so, you know, Coach Dance is putting the best out in front of these guys, and they're competing every night, hard. What's upcoming? 2 games against number 8 Sterling. Game against Quincy Notre Dame, ranked number 7 in 3A. Another game against Galesburg, albeit that's going to be down instead at the Theo. That's going to be at Quincy High Gymnasium. But and then they've got Principia. They've got this people they're going to face
Hill
down
South,
in Sophie.
and Stratfield, both those 2 teams.
Yeah, I mean, he's got this team prepared for the run, and it's going to be heck getting out of O'Fallon, Alton, wherever the heck they have it.
But if you look at
downstairs.
last year, lost to Edwardsville first game in the first series when we were down in O'Fallon, came back in the first round of the postseason and beat them.
Yep.
O'Fallon's the only team that beat us handily as far as score was.
Well, Alton's still down there, probably ranked 10th or 11th.
Right.
So they
but
will
of
be
teams
a
we've lost to
challenge.
this year, and
Yep.
so with that in mind, we get better throughout the year, and I think the basketball has gotten better. And so when we get down there in the postseason, should be a blast. But you're going to have to play 2 good games to get out of that regional, and then probably run into a decent sectional as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like the boys did for those years, and it
yeah.
took some lumps over the years.
And I look at the Western Big Six standings. You have the haves and the have-nots. We have have and a have-not here tonight. Galesburg 5-1, Sterling 4-1, Quincy 4-1, Moline 4-2, but 15-3. Other than that, and then Rockies 4-2 in the conference at 9-8. And we saw what they did earlier against us. They're physical. They're going to get after it. They're going to be a tough out. And then you've got UTHS down there 0-6.
Geneseo and Allman are 1-5.
3-15, yeah. But Allman, I think, might be a little better than that. They might sneak up on some people.
Allman, of course, their problem was they graduated one of their players. The other one transferred to Moline, as we saw early in the year. And tonight, speaking of the Western Big Six, Coach, we're here in the Panther Den. Galesburg is hosting Rocky. Rocky's got to go down there. Now, if that would have been at Rocky.
Yeah, that would have been a different ball game.
I think so as well. And Rocky is 9-8. Then we also have Alaman Geneseo. Good matchup for those two teams. Somebody's going to get a victory there. And then Moline Sterling. So Moline might have a chance to go over there and make something happen. Sterling's 4-1. And the only reason we're 4-1 and Sterling's 4-1, one game behind everybody else, is that snow date, which is set for January 20th. So mark your calendar down there. January 20th is the date in Quincy for that makeup game. So that should be good. Now we look down there at Linnell Awu, and for the height and the size, when she was here with her sister, it was a nice 1-2 with some height. Now it's her inside, and they've really changed. This team is really working again, trying to rebuild.
Back then, like a couple, 3 years ago, they had some guards that, took care of the basketball and got the Awu sisters the ball in good positions, and they finished off very good because didn't they win the Big Six that year, if I'm not mistaken? Or
went from first to last, I think it was.
Right up there. But, it's like you got to handle the ball, get your bigs, the ball in good positions. And that's one thing the Quincy High girls do because, Jade has been very, very successful this year, going, 20 points a game, 8 rebounds a game, 2.5 assists a game. I mean, she's been, unselfish, but, she takes care of business when you give her the ball. Great spin move. And she'll hit the 15-footer and then stretch it out to the three-pointer also.
Oh, she was. And what was great, her freshman year, we had Taylor Foy as a senior.
Yeah.
And that was a great 1-2 inside. We could have kept Taylor around a couple of years. By the way, Taylor's doing pretty good down in McKendree. She's only getting about 14 minutes a game, but almost averaging 5 points and 4 rebounds. So you times that by 2 or 3, she's got a double-double down there.
Yep.
And so best of luck to her. I think they're either William Jewell or Jewell's up next, but they're on the road tonight, so good luck to her. Hey, 8 Open. That's our halftime sponsor. We'll be talking about at half. It's a Southern Kitchen at 6th and Main. They've got some new news coming up next week, Coach, and I'll be down there tomorrow with Coach Bruner. We decided tomorrow instead of today. But next Wednesday, a new menu drops, and they open up on Wednesdays. So they'll be open from 11 to 8 on Wednesdays. They got some neat stuff. We're going to talk about that maybe in the next couple days after I go down and eat tomorrow and find out what's up. But I know they've got a pork loin, a smoked pork loin they're adding to the menu. But I don't want to get too much out there. So get down to 8th Open, and now it'll be Wednesday through Saturday, starting next Wednesday on the 14th. That's 8 Open, a Southern Kitchen, 601 Main, the Promenade, as we have said. We answered that question last time. All right, we're getting ready here, Coach, in the pregame. And we've mentioned some of your things, your last keys to the game.
Well, basically, bottom line is value each possession, offensively and defensively. Don't get sloppy on either end, the one-handed passes or the, reach arounds to get fouls, okay? Play good, solid defense, good, solid offense, and focus and discipline, 32 minutes.
And honor the country with the national anthem. And our national anthem. And as I look across the way, I see BL2 and ML the first, which means I've got to wish happy birthday to BL the first. That's Brad Longcourse Sr. That is, of course, Grandpa to BL3 and
49.
Yeah, is he 49?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Let's see, he should be 64 or 5. I think 65 now. He was a year behind us, depending on an early birthday. But anyway, Happy birthday, Brad. Now our starting lineup for the, and by the way, Miley told me she was going to make a shot for him. I don't know that she knew it was his birthday or not. I had to remind her. The Devils are wearing black, trimmed in their blue and white. And before they get a chance to turn the lights out, yours truly pops open. I got it here. And here's the Blue Devil lineup for tonight.
Panthers coming out?
Yes, it is. Lineup for the Devils. Number 11, Mia Ellifritz, 5'5", junior. She will take Chloe Nicholson's spot tonight and have to play 6'1". Miley Longcore, ML the second, number 14, 5'8", junior. Cameron Byquist, number 20, the 5'4", junior. Jada Brown, number 21, the 6' junior. All juniors there. And then the senior, Madeline Hamby, number 23, 5'8", senior. Head coach Brad Dance, assisted by Brad Bergman, Katie Clapper, and Kelly Lawson. And I finally put 2 and 2 together. Kelly Lawson, I started thinking about it. Rick Lawson's a baseball coach. I dealt with him years ago with summer baseball. I started to say it, and she goes, yes, that's my husband. So a couple of good coaches there and good people. Your starting lineup, of course, for the other side, that is the Panthers, wearing their white trimmed in black and orange. Big girl inside will be number 33, Linnell Awu. She is a senior. Then a whole bunch of guards around her. Number 22, who is not on the roster here, so I'll have to double-check that one. I love that. I brought 2 of them up. Did you grab mine?
I got this one. I got 2, 5, 12, 22 is Hughes.
I'll have to do it because the roster they gave me was wrong. All right, back into the action here. Devils win the opening tip, as you saw there. Glad you're with us tonight. Short corner to Byquist. Byquist dribbles, kicks it out left corner. Shot from 3, no good. Weak side rebound tipped around. Awu wins the tip.
That's going to be a fun matchup tonight, Jada against Awu.
And the lineup is for the Panthers. Number 2, Ebony Figueroa. We got number 5, Remaz Adam. Number 12, Riley McCannon. Number 22, Avery Bennett Hughes. And we mentioned Awu, head coach Chase Pavlonis. He had his son playing, I think it was a senior last year, in the half-court set. I'll have to check that roster, what they had there online, because a lot of those names didn't pop up. I think it did. I think it was just missing a couple numbers there.
That's the one I got down at the station coming in.
There you go.
Oh.
Inside, shot. No good. Rebounded by the Panthers, no good. And Byquist gets the rebound.
Once again, Hamby's got to box her out a little bit farther away from the basket because she was able not to foul, reach up. At least they didn't call that one.
And the Devils open up with the first shot. Coach, who made that?
Mia.
Thank you. I was taking a look down at my roster to catch up on that. And again, they turn the lights out in here to where it's really hard to see up here in the top shelf. Lob inside to Awu. Awu turn, shot, and good. Linnell ties it up, 2-2.
Need some weak side help on that because if she gets it in that low, we're going to have a problem tonight.
Devils from 15. Brown misses the shot. And jump ball, alternate possession, will go to the Panthers. Awu got that basket. Who'd you say made our first basket, Coach? Oh, Mia. Thank you very much.
Well, and UTHS coming in tonight averages 29.4 a game and gives up 49.3. You know, the Devils are at 60.8 and 48.6, so we want this to go up and down the floor. Get the big girl tired.
And Awu gets another basket inside. And Jada's going to have her hand straight up, but it's still.
Well, you got to get in front of her, make her lob it, and make her catch the ball. You know, instead of letting her catch it on the block, take one step in and shoot a layup.
Longcore left side 3, no good. Weak side rebound, Panthers. On the board was Ebony Figueroa. She'll bring it down court. 5:42 and counting in the first quarter action.
Backdoor, good job. Come on up.
Devils matched up man-to-man. Into Awu. She turns on Brown. Jada gets a little bit of that ball on a block, but Awu for another basket. That's 3 in a row. Coach Dance is going to want to talk about this one.
Well, you know, Mia switched up with Jada, you know, on that little screen down low from block to block. You can't do that, you know, against the Awu because, I mean, you got Mia at 5'5" against 6'3".
And even Jada's keeping her hands.
Well, then Jada comes over late because she got screened. I mean, you got to muck up that screen down below.
Jada, of course, inside, not fouling. She's doing a good job of squaring up with her and keeping straight up. But when Linnell's got such height, it's hard to hit that.
Well, yeah.
Was that first one a 3 by Mia?
No, 2.
They put 3 on the board. That was in the lane, wasn't it, Coach?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, we're going to wait here before we give a Woodmart building supply. Hamby from the left side. Kicks it to the right side. Long court for 3. No good off the iron. Weak side rebound. Panthers get it. Elfritz was over there. Byquist in the backcourt, along with Longcourt, putting a little pressure on the Panthers. Panthers go right side. Inside now. Awu, turnaround shot. No good. Brown with the rebound. Good help side on Awu.
If I meet some Moline, Coach, I'm happy with that. I'll take Awu 5 foot from the basket all day long.
Yep. At the top. Shot from 3. Hamby. No good. Hits the baseline. You know, and that's weird because they pull all the tarps down on the side. We never do.
Yep.
And so that blocks it makes it darker in here with that dark black on the lower end.
I think it's got to help with the background shooting, though, to be
I would
honest
agree.
with you, the black there, because, you know, if they've got another 15 feet, there you go. Ooh.
Awu got a lob inside, missed it, missed her own rebound on the opposite side, and puts in the third one. So already, Awu's got 8 points in this ball game, and the Devils are down 8-2. In the half-court set, almost halfway through the first quarter. Glad you're with us out here on this Thursday night. We'll be back up here for the Devils and the Panthers tomorrow night. Brown, turnaround shot. No good. Little fader there.
Tough
Jada
shot.
tracks it down. Jada tracked it down, pulled it away from the other player, and a delayed jump ball. Could have been a jump ball, but it was after Jada already pulled it away and took a step.
Jada's the only one we got on the offensive glass. Byquist has got to get up there. Longcourt's got to get up there.
And Byquist has been doing a great job of that.
Oh, yeah.
Ball gets inbounded, works to the left side. Shot from 3, no good, rolls in and out. Elfritz was there, tipped out by Awu. So the Devils will run play 2 from the baseline. Substitutions coming the other side. They had 2 up. They're only going to bring 1 in.
Number 4.
Yep, Macy Fitzpatrick.
Couldn't see the number with the ponytail.
There was 2 of them, one going in and one going out. Byquist at the top, drives into the lane, takes that off-balance shot. She could have kicked it out on the wing. Elfritz back over to the Panthers.
Another tough shot, not good shot selection.
In the half-court set, Jada trying to deny. Oh, that ball was tipped by Mia. That was the key for Jada to take it away.
Well, once again, Jada was in front of her, so she could.
Hamby from the left side, drives the hole. Good follow by Jada, but she won't get that basket. Madeline will go to the line to shoot 2. Our first foul of the game will go against the Panthers.
We haven't scored for a long time.
And, you know, Madeline's at the line, that's right. I almost wanted to go with Jada. Jada's been at the line, probably the most predominant of the Devils. Madeline misses the first. Madeline had a little trouble with the free throw percent, and she's a great shooter. So,
free throw line might be a little close for her.
Yeah, there you go. Usually shooting from outside. Second one is up. Is good. 1 for 2 for Maddie. Breaks into that 6-point run. And that 1 point, I still can't figure out a 3-pointer, but 8-4. Panthers with the lead. 3:30 left in the first quarter. Awu sets a screen for Fitzpatrick. She missed the shot, missed everything. Byquist got the rebound. Here comes Elfritz to Byquist in the half-court set. Good dribbling, but in traffic, ball was taken away. Fitzpatrick. She'll take it inside. Another good job of hands. That was Mia Elfritz. Byquist then picks it up for the Devils.
Once again, she was in the front. They were on the move. Pass didn't quite get high enough.
Good transition. Hamby has it on the wing, going into Brown, but bounce it in. Awu can't get to that bounce. She could knock it out there, so with 3:08 left in the first quarter, it's only a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. I'm going to double-check that one girl that came in. I think that's the only girl I did not have, and that was number 22, Avery Bennett Hughes. But she was the first girl I looked at out there.
5'10" senior.
And there we are. She's in my book now. She's official. Now, we've got to get some way, like Jada's doing, to front the post, even if it's just with her hand out in front. But we got to have some weak side help. They're clearing out the weak side, too, where it's not open.
Well, you've got one person on, UTHS that you got to guard, and that's Awu.
Yep.
Front and back. Doesn't make any difference. You just make it hard for her. If she brings that ball down, you better take it away from her.
Great pass there from the top of the key. Longcourt gets the assist. Jada Brown got the putback, or the basket, and it's 8-6. Devils down by 2. Panthers in the half court.
Good job.
Oh, and a great job on the lob. Byquist with a steal. Here go the Devils.
Good job by Jada fronting and Byquist coming behind. Oh.
In transition, Hamby went down to Brown. Stepping up with a good play over there was Figueroa. Ball will go back over to the Devils on the baseline. Substitution, running a few bodies at us. In the ball game now, Riley McCannon. Devils get the ball at the left elbow. Oh, and a bounce pass right off Jada's foot. Actually, her leg. Got to get some spacing there. Panthers on the other end. Missed the shot. But Bennett Hughes gets the putback. Nobody put a body on her.
Well, East Moline outran us down the floor. They had 3 down around the basket. We had 1.
Right side. Loncourt shot. No good. In the corner, Jada Brown hustled for it, but grabs it out of bounds. And with 2:05 left in the first, Devils down 10-6. Got that comeback within 2. Gave up a bucket there. And we're giving up offensive rebounds. I know they're shooting the ball over to themselves. And a good job on the far side. Hustling for the ball was McCannon. Problem was she hustled over to the orange, and that's out of bounds.
Well, you know, what I would like to see, but, you know, it's hard to do, you know, when you got Chloe out now, is to go ahead and maybe stretch it from half court, you know, up to, you know, the free throw line other way, you know, get into it. Then maybe get some easier looks in
left
transition.
Corner. Byquist hits the three-pointer from the corner. Cameron gets in the scoring, makes it a 10-9 game. And that three-pointer is brought to you by WoodmartBuildingCenter.com, your project planner. Woodmart. Linnell gets on the short corner, loses the handle. Byquist comes in, takes it away.
You got to put 2 on her at all times.
And a good job of helping out there when the ball hits the floor. Elephant starts to dribble. Having trouble with dribbling with our knees and our legs in traffic. Another turnover for the Devils. Don't dribbling.
Force that. Pull it back out, pass the ball around, and then, you know, attack the zone.
Brown fronting Awu. Ball goes to the left wing. That is Figueroa. Ball skips over to the right side. On that right side, again, is Bennett Hughes. I think Bennett Hughes had a good game last year coming off the bench. And in the backcourt, it was going to be maybe over and back, but Byquist a little bump there. So Cameron, her first foul, and the Devils first.
Yeah, first foul of the quarter, so we're in good shape with that.
1 apiece on the fouls. Other side was Bennett Hughes. Awu's going to get a break with 52.2 left in the quarter. And we're going to give Jada Brown a break. Bristol Walker will come in. Not too sure why you wouldn't want to try to attack a couple times while Awu's out.
Well,
but Jada's going to need a rest.
Because they've been banging down low, big time.
Panthers with the basketball. Devils set up in the 1-2-2. Elephants at the point. Hamby and Byquist in the high post. Bristol Walker and Loncourt. Here's Byquist with a steal. Cameron, crossover dribble, all the way to the hole, up and under, no good. Got it there. Figueroa got the rebound. 32 seconds left in the quarter. Devils still down 10-9. Look for one more stand here and maybe get the last shot. I would say Panthers are looking, but then they just took a 28-footer. In and out there.
Good rebound.
That was a long shot out there by Figueroa. Down to 14 seconds in the quarter. Loncourt across the timeline. Miley brings it to the right side. Hamby's there on the wing. Down to 5. Gonna have to make something happen. Byquist in the left corner. Kicks it out to the right side. Loncourt, good at the buzzer. Well set up. Loncourt drills the 3 at the buzzer.
Once again, another paint touch. Kicking it out for the wide open look.
And that gives the lead after 1. 12-10 for the Devils. We'll come back. We'll hit that Woodmart Building Center when we come back. Devils lead after 1, 12-10 here at UT on MegaSportsCo.com.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
Welcome back to UT. That's United Township here after 1. And that three-pointer at the buzzer. And, of course, that three-pointer is brought to you by your project planner since 1978, WoodmartBuildingCenter.com. And it gave the Devils the lead 12-9 with that shot. Nicely done. That's a third three. We're going to give Elliferts the three, even though we didn't think it was a three early in this one. Devils start off second quarter. Back on defense in the 1-2-2. Shot from out high, no good. Rebound to this side. Luckily, it was taken away by Jada Brown. With the rebound was McCannon. And Jada said, I want it.
Jada did a good job of boxing out there, but Molly didn't get the other one coming in, and that's who got the ball. Everybody's got to block out every time.
Ball goes inside.
Ooh,
Jada,
that was a foul.
Looks like a block, but Awu all over the arm. I wonder because the first game had 2 officials, and there was a lot of banging inside. We got a brand new set of officials. They're going to let them bang inside. Byquist almost gets a steal. Saving the ball in the backcourt. Bennett Hughes. Bennett Hughes gets the ball after one pass. Shot no good.
I think pressuring this team, whether you're in the zone or not, you got to get out on them, pressure, and make it put it down the floor and make a decision.
Jada Brown got the rebound. Has the ball on the right side now. Out to Longcore. Hamby's in the high post. Kicks it down in the weak corner.
Good move.
Byquist starts to make a drive. Loses the handle on the ball. It's been tipped. Throws it out. Luckily, Hamby tracks it down. Madeline starts to drive. Jada Brown in the right corner. Long on the shot. Byquist is there. Byquist tries to go inside to Hamby. Hamby on Awu. Madeline Hamby got the ball up before Awu could get there for the bucket. Nicely done.
When she threw it up, I was like, oh, no.
She put it up where Linnell could not get, and that was close to the top of the backboard. 6:30 left in the first half. Devils up 14-10 now. Back in that 1-2-2. Hamby out on one wing. Byquist on the other. Long three. Figueroa misses everything and hits the baseline. She likes putting it up from out there.
Well, I don't know what United Township's doing. They got Awu running around the three-point line up there, slicing into the top of the key. You put her down on the block and say, stop me.
She scored 8 straight points there in the first quarter.
Oh, yeah.
And we did not stop her. So
well, and she hasn't had it down there since.
We'll take that.
We started fronting her. You know, making them throw the lob and then getting weak side help.
Zeri Ward checks in for the Devils.
There you go.
Jada Brown, short one on the third corner. No good. Nice looking shot. Came out. On the drive, Fitzpatrick. Flips the other side. Good coverage there. Actually, Fitzpatrick came down and got the ball. Pass to her was from McCannon. Awu at the point now. Linnell's got to get back on the block. It's pretty easy to say. She's the tallest girl on the floor. Fitzpatrick in the high post. Ward almost takes it away from her. Another air ball. And the problem there, Linnell saves it, but out of bounds. McCannon, that's like the third three they've shot that was way deep.
That was a good job by Molly. You know, she was in front of her, but she pushed her underneath the basket, so she had to reach back for it and couldn't control it.
That shot almost could have been a pass, as deep as it was. 5:38 and counting left in the first half. 14-10, Devils lead over the Panthers. Lobbed inside. Oh, a direct pass. Jada Brown works inside. She gets the score. If Jada gets it that close, it's just like Awu. It's pretty sure, and the Devils have just gone on a 10-point run and now lead 16-10. They go for a full timeout. Yes, and we'll take one too. The Devils lead 16-10, 5:28 left first half action from UT up here in the Quad Cities. Back with more right here on mechasportsco.com.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
And welcome back to UT. That's United Township. East Moline. Coach made a point there. We're down 8-3 when they gave us that 3. And we now have had what, Coach?
A 13-2 run, you know, and probably, gosh, I think that was a couple, 3 minutes into the game, you know, when it was 8-3. So, you know, it's been the quarter here where they've, you know, 13-2 and turned this game around.
We'll put the first 8 points in there, and she's not scored since. Panthers have the basketball. Devils back in the 1-2-2. Over the left side, and a travel, trying so hard. Remaz Adam was working to get it in, but drug her foot, so a traveling call.
Good pressure on the outside, making them pass the ball. You know, that's their weakness. So
since that timeout Coach had early when we were down, Coach made that timeout and straightened things out. Half-court set. Hamby to Brown. Brown kicks back to Hamby.
Oh.
Yeah, we had down low. Byquist cutting from the corner. Longcore now to Hamby. Madeline, 4 on the perimeter.
Good
Brown's
patience,
inside.
Good patience, girls. You
Brown
know, wait
pops
till you
out.
get a good shot.
Byquist from the left corner. Starts to dribble in traffic. Got lucky, got bailed out. That's the second or third time we've dribbled in traffic and really had nowhere to go. And on that one, Cameron had nowhere to go.
Well, you know, and you got a Woo in there at 6'3". You got to pull up for that little 12-foot floater and let her try to block it, and then that's going to open up the offensive glass, you know, on the offensive set.
Adam called for the foul against the Panthers. First one of the second quarter for either team. Pretty clean first quarter as one foul on each team. 4:45 left to the half. Jada Brown from the left corner drives hard to the basket and scores. That's that inside out Jada has so much for her game.
Once again, we hit the thing, and then Jada was one-on-one with a Woo out in the corner. Quick move, easy layup.
Panthers back, now down by 8. That means the Devils are up by 8. Inda Woo, who's double teamed. Kicks it back out to the corner. McCannon back to the top. On the left side is Figueroa. Good ball movement. Now they'll take a shot from out high. High rebound. Jada Brown gets the rebound. We had 3 Devils on that rebound.
Well, and the Woo was like back at half court, so.
Yep. I don't think if she gets the shot there, she's dropping back for defense. Hamby kicks in the corner.
Well,
quickly back out to Elifritz.
And that's one thing pushing the ball. She's going to get tired.
Malin made a move, drives to the hole, and Linda Awu is going to commit that foul. Tried to help out for Awu. It'll be her first, second against the Panthers. And Hamby will go to the line to shoot 2. I was talking about free throw percentages, and I didn't have our percentages here, but we were talking about how many free throws each of our girls shoot. And usually Jada's got the most free throws. Madeline's having a tough time on the free throw line, especially being a great shot. Jada is 64 of 83, and I think that's in the high 60s. You check that. And our next closest is 38. And Byquist has that. But Madeline does hit that one. 1 out of 2 for the Devils. I hate that I have to carry my light here because
77%.
It's so dark in the corner. Devils with the lead, 19-10. From the left corner, Figueroa misses the shot. Weak side rebound, Byquist. For the Devils, here comes ML the second across the timeline. Gets it to Jada Brown. Yep, did a little hop skip there. Actually, she did all her movement in one place before she made a move. That was traveling. Glad you're joining everything from down in Quincy. A lot of rain today. Sure was not snow or ice, which was good. Same your way, Coach, up in Rockford?
Well, I think we got snow coming tomorrow, 1 to 2 inches.
Byquist with a steal. Cameron just flies right by Fitzpatrick all the way down for the layup. Byquist picking it up on the defensive side, and the Devils have run 14 straight points, Coach. They now lead 21-10. That's a nice little run.
18-2 in the last quarter, so good job by the Lady Blue Devils, you know, getting back to the basics, you know, especially on the defensive end.
Speaking of basics, we had Robert Kennedy talking about good food and making things healthier. How can you go wrong at Atlas Slice, 121 North 6? Hours Thursday and Friday, 4 to 9, Saturday, noon to 9. It's the chef-driven craft pizzas and wings. Open flame, high heat oven. Sounds so good. I got to get to 8 open first before I go to Atlas. But it's Atlas Slice, 121 North 6 in Quincy. 3:15 left in the first quarter. Devils up by 11, 21-10. Back in the half-court set. Elifritz at the point. Oh, and a lob inside. Wow, now Wu got the ball. They lobbed it inside to a good spot. She did not go to this side of the basket. She stayed on the other side. Defense came down. It was a little late. And now we have an and 1. That'll cut into the Devils' 14-point run.
I don't think she even put it on the ground, though. She caught it
not.
Right there at the volleyball line, turned and went straight to the hole.
Yep. And kept the ball to the opposite side of the foul, which was on Longcore, her first. And the team's second here in the second quarter. Linnell will shoot. For the Devils will stay in the lane for rebounding. 21-12 right now, Rush. And she makes it 21-13 with a three-point play. Devils back on the offensive set. Right side skips to the left side. Longcore is all set for the three. Good! Miley was set for that one. Give Byquist the assist from the other side. And that's brought to you by where you can get lumber, hardware, doors, windows, decks, flooring, siding, and much more. WoodmartBuildingCenter.com. Half-court set inside 3 minutes. In the high post, Awu faces up. Longcore's right there. Brown got there late. Ball hits the floor after the rebound. Tracking it down is Miley Longcore. Long pass to the Snowbird. That's Byquist. And she got knocked to the floor. But Jada Brown was right there to pick up the loose ball and put it in.
Well, Jada outran Awu up and down the floor. Big girl starting to get a little bit tired, because of the defensive pressure that the Devils are putting on.
Looking up there, too, I thought for sure that was did they put the wrong points up there? Should be 22-13. Well, it was just 21, so it should be 24. And they just put 6. Usually they don't put extra points up there. I'll do a double check on that in a second.
Especially when you're the visiting team.
Exactly. And usually Katie Clapper would come up and say something, but that's the other team. So, and it could have been a 2 I missed in there. We'll double check. At halftime, in the half-court set, lob down to Awu. Longcore is trying to play good D, and does. The rebound by Jada Brown, who screened out Awu. Jada brings it down on the left side, hesitates. Now takes it down to the short corner. Out to Longcore, down to the right corner. Hamby sets up for 3. Good! 2 extra passes. Madeline Hamby hits the 3 from the right corner. And it's 29-13. Devils with the lead. Back on the defensive stand with 1:40 left in the first half. Stick around for the 8 open halftime. Ball's tipped out, and Elfreds comes away with it for the Devils.
Good defense. They had 3 people around her out at the elbow.
Mia got into the half court, went to grab the ball, and it squirted out. She couldn't bring it in. With that, it'll be a turnover. Byquist back in after catching maybe a knee, a little Charlie horse in the thigh. Elfreds will check out. So Ward's at the point of the 1-2-2. Byquist and Hamby at the high post with Longcore and Brown deep with 1:27 left in the first half action. 29-13. Left corner, Hughes. Turnaround. She went into the high post. Awu way too close. Misses the shot from 6 feet out. Rebounded by Jada Brown.
That is a little bit outside her range because she's 3 to 4 feet. She's good.
Ward was on the other end, made a great spin move, and I think she switched pivot feet. They didn't call it, but a good job of a jump ball. And on the alternate possession, it will go back over to the Devils. Box out of bounds play with Longcore triggering. Ward cuts to the corner, gets the ball. Skipped over to this side to Hamby. Hamby starts to make a drive, back to Ward. Ward's going to take a 3 from deep. Ward hits the 3-pointer. Ward from about 22 on that one, Coach.
Well, very confident, stepping into it. That's what you got to do. Everybody's got to, produce.
Into Awu. Kicks it over to the other side. Figueroa misses the shot. Rebounded by Ward. Ward's out and running. She leads Hamby. Madeline grabs the ball. Comes back for a layup. No good. Last touch by the Panthers. It will be Devils ball. For every room, for every project. Ideas right at Woodmart Building Center. That was for that last 3-pointer that Ward hit. Ward's going out. Elfreds is coming back in for the last 29.6. Box out of bounds play with Longcore to trigger it.
Good minutes by Ward.
Oh, indeed. Hamby gets it into Brown. Into the left corner to Byquist. Down to 22 seconds in the quarter and the half.
Patience. Oh.
Back to half court. Good job by Hamby. Saves it. And, they missed it. The ball was thrown in the wing. Figueroa tipped it and tipped it off of Longcore, but they didn't see it. The coach saw it. Well, now the 2 officials talk to each other, and one goes, I saw it. We saw it. We're pretty far away in a dark gym. So 17.3 left in the half. Elfreds back out. Bristol Walker checks in. Devils still lead 32-13. Half court set, Awu's in the high post. Hughes down here, down to 10 seconds in the half. Byquist, good defense on Figueroa. Trying to lob it inside. Can't get it there.
I was going to say, as long as Awu wants to stay out there, keep your butt on her, put some pressure on her from outside, and you will. I know the bigs, they don't like when your butt goes into their thigh.
Well, on that one there, it came down to the last shot, which was a 28-footer by Figueroa, no good. And that is the half. The Devils, after taking the lead with the last 2 shots of the first quarter, 12-10. Turn around in the second quarter, scored 20 points to the 3 of the Panthers, and now lead 32-13. Stick around, go grab something to eat or something to drink, and then make a trip back. We'll break down halftime and get ready for the second half. It's the Blue Devils 32 and the Panthers 13 right here from the Panther Den. And it's Blue Devil basketball from the girls' side on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Ride the Baja Wave and refresh your senses with a blast of tropical lime flavor. Grab a Mountain Dew Baja Blast today. Do the do.
QHS Auto Group is proud to sponsor Mecca Sports Broadcasting.
If you're looking to score your next new ride, be sure to visit QHS Honda.
And QHS Hyundai of Quincy.
With over 300 new and used vehicles to choose from, you won't find a selection like this anywhere else.
Plus, give your vehicle the game plan to success by servicing with our new state-of-the-art service center.
Visit QHS Auto Group of Quincy on 36th Street and see how QHS makes it easy.
Good things are happening at Hardee's, right, Brian?
You know, here at Hardee's, we have a new $6.99 original bag. And you get 2 sandwiches, a fry, and a drink. You have your choice for the sandwiches between a regular hot ham and cheese, regular roast beef, double cheeseburger, or one of our chicken tender wraps. So you can pick any 2 of those, get a hot fry and a cold drink for only $6.99 here at Hardee's on 30th and Broadway.
That's Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
Halftime here at the Panther Den in the Quad Cities. That's East Moline High School, better known as United Township. We got a younger group of players, future Panthers, playing right now. This game started off with Linnell Awu inside. She had the first 8 points. 2-0 Panthers. Devils, Ella Fritz hit a bucket, but got 3 for it, so we're going to give her that 3, and it was 3-2. Awu went on the next 6 points, and it was Awu 8, Quincy High 3. Devils got 1 free throw. Sorry about that, Madeline. I missed one of your free throws. Then we hit the 2-pointer, down 8-6, down 10-6, and hit 2 threes to close out the first quarter to lead 12-10. Devils continued that run. It would be a 14-point run by the time they were done, going from the first quarter into the second, would lead 20-10 before Linnell Awu got the 3-point play, the blue-collar way, and the Devils ran off the next 12 points to then lead 32-13. Pretty good job there once they got by that first part of the ball game and picking up Linnell Awu.
Well, the adjustments that they made, 3 minutes into the game with the very good timeout that Coach Dance called, they started more or less fronting her and making sure you had 2 or 3 people on her because she's the only one on this team that's going to beat you. So anytime she catches it, plus they've pushed her out from, the block to, the free throw line and or at least the volleyball line, with 2 people on her, made it very hard for her, since the first 3 minutes of the game.
Other games going around in the conference. Did you find anything at all?
No, I did not.
Always tough to find some stuff out here on this night, too. By the way, we talked a little earlier, and this is the 8 Open halftime show. Thank you to the guys down there at 8 Open. 601 Main, the Strick Street Promenade. Get down there, and some changes coming next week as Wednesday, a new menu will drop. And they'll also start to be open on Wednesdays from 11 to 8, so you'll be able to get to 8 Open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. Good stuff, and I think Atlas will probably just stay with Thursday through Saturday, but we'll do a double check here. But do get down there, and it's the Southern Kitchen right at 601 Main. Proud sponsors of Blue Devil basketball from the girls' side as well as the boys, and our action also across town with the Raiders and Lady Raiders. Well, good first half, Coach, and leading the way. Jada Brown had 8 points, 4 buckets. You had Hamby hit 2 free throws. She's got 7. She hit that last 3. Byquist has 5. Longcourt has 6. Ward has 3, and Elfritz 3. Now, with that, 3 trays in the first quarter and 3 in the second quarter. So 6 3-pointers so far, brought to you by
Woodmart.
Here you go, Woodmart Building Center. Kevin and the crew there. I mentioned the crew, and I never get a chance to spout them out. I'm going to spout them out right now. Kevin Vandeman, of course, been there doing it all. But he's got Eric Bracey in there, Cindy Cook, J. Scott Mills, Jeff Shields, Tim O'Brien, Paul Dinkeller, Christy Aerosmith and Megan Obert. I know Megan is the design showroom specialist. So you want to check stuff out. Bathroom, kitchen. You didn't get that bathroom or kitchen for Christmas? Go in there and get it for yourself. And stop by and say hi to Kevin. Tell him where you got the idea at right here at Mecca Sports Co. So we go in the locker room right now. We're doing a pretty good job without Chloe, and that's one good key. I guess working without her, maybe pretending she's in foul trouble. You know, we got a couple cheap ones or something. But either way, working without her. And that's good to get this group to work. But I can't wait to get her back in the lineup for the weekend at the Sophie Cunningham Classic.
Oh, yeah, you're going to need her over there against that quality competition.
Yeah, it is Park Hill South on Saturday at 2:30. I believe that's out of Kansas City area. And then Stratford, who we saw last year, went overtime in both our games last year, lost one and won one. I think I was flipped, won one and lost one. And the Stratford team, I haven't pulled out my scorebook from last year yet, but they had a gal that could light them up. She was a freshman or a sophomore, and from good distance, too. So that'll be a matchup. I think that was the Sunday that you were already on your way back, didn't catch, but you'll like her. She's a heck of a ball player. And the Devils will have to go down there. And that's part of the whole system, you know, the showcases, playing some really good teams. They went down to Tipton, Missouri earlier this season, played a couple good ball games in a smaller gym there. This one has gotten a lot of hype, the Sophie Cunningham, of course, because it's named after a player at Mizzou and playing in the WNBA. And all over your social media as well. When you see her down here, it won't look anything like the social media. She'll be in big sweats, and like Brad told me the first year, her and her sister, her older sister, I believe it's Lindsay, if they're not on a basketball court, they might be out on a combine or a tractor. And so I have not seen Sophie on a tractor yet on social media, but that's what you'll see this weekend. And she works, I tell you, those girls work so good with the younger girls that are down there. There's a lot of kids, not only the girls that are playing, but a lot of younger kids, and it's fun to watch. I mean, there's a great interaction out there and good stuff. And then the Devils tomorrow night right here at the Panther Den, and looking at a little preview there, Devils are 3-9, and I believe the Panthers are maybe 9-4 or 9-5. Double check, because there are a couple Western Big Six teams playing games last night and tonight, sneaking some games in. I know somebody's got Dunlop. Saw Normal Community playing somebody as well. I guess I could pull the men's out and see what I got there. But, you know, we talked about that beforehand. United Township was going to be one of those tough teams in the top. We had Rocky up there. Moline, of course, is up there. They're up there, but it's a tough top of the conference.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, Rocky, Galesburg's played well, even though we did get them down at Blue Devil Gymnasium. They've been playing pretty well. They've got a young ball club, a couple of sophomores, you know, leading the way there. It's going to be a fun time, you know, in the Western Big Six.
Yep.
On the boys' side and the girls' side.
UT's 3-1, by the way, tied with Rocky in second place. Be a nice win for the Devils to come up here and become 2-3 and send them to 3-2. Top of the conference, Moline, 4-0. They are 11-4, though. Lost a couple games. Lost over at Pekin, and then I think lost the game since Pekin.
Lost to the number one ranked Quincy Notre Dame Raiders.
Early
First
in the
game
season,
of the year.
at the beginning there. And Rocky's 11-2. So those are the top two. Then you drop down to, you know, Galesburg's 8-6, but everybody else is kind of a mix in there. So we'll have to see who elevates it depending on who you're playing early. And tomorrow night we'll be taking on UT. Sterling will play Alleman. Moline will play Galesburg. Should be a good one there. And Geneseo, Rock Island. So Sterling and Rocky maybe don't have as good a games tomorrow night. The only other good game besides ours will be Moline and Galesburg. So that'll be tomorrow night right here on MechaSportsCo.com. It's halftime, the 8 open halftime. Good weekend to get down there and get something to eat. Check it out. Check me and Coach Bruner out tomorrow. We'll be there when the place opens up. And right now we're going to take a break. The Devils lead 32-13. Back with second half action from the girls' side right here on MechaSportsCo.com.
At Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville, we believe everyone deserves a better night's sleep. Discover top mattress brands like Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. Your purchase always includes free delivery, free setup, and free removal of your old mattress. Plus, enjoy 0% interest for up to 5 years. Better bed, less money. Only at your locally owned Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville, where comfort and community come together.
Sleep tight. Sleep tight.
Back at the Panther Den, halftime, Wellman and Pettit. We stretch our legs out a little bit here. Second half, we'll start off with the Panthers with the basketball. Devils with the lead, 32-13. Devils will set up that 1-2-2 with Elifritz at the point, Hamby and Byquist at the high post. Brown and Longcourt at the low post, or the blocks. Starting on the other way, it'll be Adam has the basketball. Setting a screen for her right now, Bennett Hughes. Long shot from outside, Awu. But Brown has a better job. Linnell Awu's another one of those starters. Also Figueroa and McCannon. Ball inside. Oh, and picking the ball up was Hamby. It hit the floor. Madeline got it in traffic and gets the first basket of the second half.
Not a good pass, but we got lucky to get it and convert.
14 straight points from the Devils, now lead by 21. Lobs inside. Oh, that was a tough pass to get. That went in between a sandwich, a Wu sandwich. You had Brown on top and Byquist down below. That was just precision to get it in there.
Well, Byquist was just a half a step slow. You know, if she'd have been there a little step and then chop up, I think she'd have got that one.
You know, you don't hear that said much by Byquist and a half a step slow, as fast as she is.
Yep.
Linnell hits the first free throw. She was 1 for 1 in the first. That was the only free throw they made in the first. That was East Moline. And that breaks into that 14-point run. Devils have had 2 14-point runs in this one. Awu hits the second one. 2 for 2 for her. She's got 13 unofficially in the ball game. Devils back in the half-court set. Pulling up. Elifritz missed the shot. Rebound weak side. And here come the Panthers. Panthers working left to right, or where you're looking at, to and fro. That's hard to say. Nobody's wearing a fro out there tonight. Ball got reversed. Tried to go inside, and the lob is good. So much more when a big girl bounce it in there too. You know, if you bounce it, it gives the time for her to set it up. She threw it out to her arm, but it was just outstretched. Devils will have the ball with 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Man-to-man from the Panthers. ML the second goes to the right side to Brown. Jada's going to do a crossover. Jada's just going to go right by Awu. Weak side help, and I think that's who's going to get called for the foul. It will be Bennett Hughes. Hits her second. First team foul in the third quarter on the Panthers. And Jada Brown will go to the line. Jada just took Liddell to the basket. And if she's going to be out there that far away.
Liddell can't handle her out there. On the block, it's a fair, even Steven deal. But, you know, Jada gets the ball outside and she has to go out and guard her. She's going to get around her probably 9 out of 10 times.
Yep, and you got to get that maybe 2 steps by her, because if you don't, she can block a shot from behind. Both free throws are good. 36-15. Devils opening this one up a little bit. Back on defense. And here, just like last quarter, Byquist tips it out, and McCannon was on the wing, had a reach for it, and it touched her. Devils basketball. Don't forget to stick around after the game, the Hardy's post game. We'll talk to Coach, break this one down. Jada Brown working against Awu, and she has Linnell on the drive. It will not be an and one. For Linnell, it'll be her second. Awu's with 2. Bennett Hughes also has 2. And the Panthers have 2 in the third quarter. Box out of bounds play. Longcourt going to set. Oh, and a screen from up high. Byquist got down to the block, but then lost the handle on the ball. Got it to Longcourt. Awu blocks the shot. Hamby tracked it down. And a nice double pump in traffic. Jada Brown did not make it, but Jada back to the line to shoot 2, where she just was 2 for 2.
Got a score from Galesburg. Galesburg's up 31-12 in the third quarter against Rock Island.
We'll be setting that date, I think, was it January 30th or 31st at Quincy. This one rolls in and out. Awu's got to go out now. She has 3 fouls with 6:20 left in the third quarter. Substitution, number 55, Aaliyah Singleton. She played in the first game, I think. Played some pretty good post inside.
Yeah,
Brown.
She's a sophomore. She's about 5'11".
Brown hits the second one. 2 out of 3 there. Devils lead 37-15. Back in the half-court set. Efforts at the point. They go into the high post to Singleton. She turns and a little farther from the basket than the earlier games. Shot an air ball, was partially blocked. Here are the Devils. Whoa, Singleton. I thought Singleton
Ran
was
into
there.
a brick wall.
She did, and Singleton's going to commit the foul.
Well,
Jada back to the line.
She was still kind of moving a little bit because I think Jada would have got by her.
And Jada did realize when she hit her. That wall
Well,
is
she
not
realized when she hit her.
I tell you what, Singleton against Awu in a daily practice would be a nice matchup.
Oh, yeah.
And it's good for Linnell. First free throw is good. We had another player earlier this season. Who was that? That was a pretty good player from the.
Do you know that?
I did not see that, Coach, but I'll ask you about that in a second here. Brown makes both free throws.
That was yesterday.
Devils lead. Was that girls or boys?
Girls varsity basketball.
Oh, down at Highland?
Yep.
Ouch. Highland's pretty good. Inside 6 minutes left in the quarter.
Really
39-15. Yeah, exactly. We'll give you that score in a minute here, folks. In the high post is Singleton. Figueroa has it on the left side. They go inside to Singleton. Singleton turns. Shot, no good. Jada Brown with a rebound. Jada wants to run. Long pass to Hamby. Madeline gets a hold of it. At a tough angle to put that ball up, but it did catch board and rim, but didn't stay in.
Good job at controlling her body and getting a good look at the basket.
Yeah, especially that ball was going to go behind the basket, and a nice catch. 1-2-2 again for the Devils. And really, with Awu out of the ball game, Singleton's posted up pretty good. Jada's got to work hard here. 4 on the perimeter. Singleton works the low post. Figueroa in the corner. McCannon.
Weak side help.
And there's that is. Stepping up, taking the ball. They call a timeout after Hamby already steals the ball. So the question is it the Devils' ball, though? A full timeout. We're going to ask that when you come back as a timeout's taken there. Devils lead 39-15, 5:06 left in the third, right here on MechaSportsCo.com.
Mecha Sports Co. is proud to sponsor tonight's Player of the Game. Mecha Sports Co., your streaming platform for all Quincy High School basketball. Like us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube to follow the action. Just search Mecha Sports Co. MECCASPORTSCO. And you can also find us at mechasportsco.com for the full game schedule and more.
I'm jamming here a little bit. I was going to sing, but I'm afraid to get flagged, so I'm just going to sit here and listen to the music. Devils lead 39-15 with a timeout. Interesting, Byquist stole the ball, was taken off. The whistle blew. I thought there was a foul. It was a timeout, bailing the Panthers out, but it shouldn't have bailed them out. But when the score is 39-15, it's a pretty easy one to say, okay, no problem.
We are at the den.
And on that one, too, that was, and it does take time for that voice to carry all the way over to the other. Anyway, 5:06 left, third quarter action. Panthers will get the basketball back. Devils come out with that same lineup, now playing man-to-man out of the timeout. Lobbed inside, but then, oh, I love it. Jada Brown stepped in, took the ball away. Byquist, layup, good. And that's what you need to do, get out and run. Byquist with the basket, Brown with the rebound and the steal. Nice job, Jada.
Great transition, offensive opportunity, from the steal. Easy layup.
And I did remember the third quarter there, folks. Lob inside, taken away by Ella Fritz. Devils really taking care of the inside.
Good job of helping weak side.
Ball thrown inside, not being ready for it was Shadaman.
I don't know where she was throwing it.
No, Shadaman was the only one down there, and she plays for the Panthers. So luckily she touched it, so Devils will have the ball with ML the second triggering.
Slow that down, bring it out, run a set. Oh, good pass.
Hamby gets a screen there. Nice one from Byquist. Check that from Hamby. The pass came from Longcore, and Jada Brown with a bucket, her first bucket of the quarter, to go with those 5 free throws. And the Devils are on another nice little 9-point run there. Offensive foul on the Panthers. So when it rains, it pours, and it did do that today.
Oh, on the way down, it was bad.
Foul was on number 21.
Wind blowing, sideways. Fun drive from Rockford.
The Midwest. That was the 5th team foul right now in the second half. Ball went against Lambrick. Devils have the basketball and the lead by 28. Brown from the right corner. At the free throw line, Hamby. Hamby had to take the ball away. Getting it over to Ellifritz into the right corner. Three-pointer. Jada Brown no good, but Jada fouls her own shot. Then Jada goes hard, and Jada gets back to the 45, or at least the basketball did. She was still kind of in that short corner, and Jada hits the bucket. 45-15 inside 4 minutes. Hamby with a steal. Malin outlets to Longcore. Longcore, good job of letting Awu go flying by, but she was behind the backboard and resets for the Devils. She went for Awu to fly by. Now, Longcore from the corner. Oh, rattles in and out.
Once again, pay touch, kick out, step into it. Good look at the basket.
And a good job by Miley not taking that first shot when Awu went by her, which set up that shot for her in the corner. Devils back in the 1-2-2 with Elifritz at the point. Pulling up from the right side, no good. Weak side rebound, Cameron Byquist.
Look.
Cameron out and running. Skips it all the way to the left corner, hits the official.
Madeline stopped. She should have kept going. She'd have had an easy
You saw that too.
Yep.
Madeline, if she would have went to the corner, would have got it before the official got it, would have taken the shot. The official actually beat Madeline down and went off the official.
I'm old school. I'd rather have a layup that flared out 3 on a fast break.
Indeed. So if she would have cut to the basket, she would have had that as well.
Oh, she'd had the layup, easy.
3 minutes left in the third, 45-15. Awu's back in the game, gets at the high post, getting double teamed. Has to come back at, and right between two of her players, Hughes was there. So was Fitzpatrick. Problem was, neither one of them was close to the basketball. Turnover to the Devils. We got to look at when we finally get back to Quincy High to see the girls play. Longcourt driving in traffic. Hughes did a good job of coming over the block shot. Miley had beaten 2 of the Panthers. Panthers in the half-court set. Awu, and there was good help from Longcourt. Awu turned to make a pass then. Not only the good help there, but then weak side help. Either Elifritz or Byquist was there to knock the ball out of bounds. Box out of bounds play, not up top though. Awu's out here waiting for the ball. She makes a cut to the basket. And a 5 count. Thought it was getting close.
Well, Awu's got 13 of their 15. It's somebody else is going to have to beat you. So every time she catches the ball, 2 or 3 of you got to surround them.
Here's Brown from the left corner. No good from 3. Ball hits the floor. And so does Fitzpatrick. The reason because Byquist tossed her down. So Cameron will commit her 3rd foul. It'll be the Devils' 2nd in the 3rd quarter. 5 on the other side for the Panthers. I didn't mention the games last year in our pregame. I'll have to mention those games because one of those, I think Awu scored 22 or 24 of the 29.
Yeah.
Kind of a lull here. Devils scored the first bucket, gave up 2 free throws, and then Devils have gone on an 11-point run and lead by 30. In the high post, Awu comes to the right side, McCann drives, tries to go back to Awu. Figueroa tracked it down for the Panthers and resets in her big pink shoes. Awu waited, and when you get the ball up that high, you're eventually going to find somebody, and she found Bennett Hughes for their first basket of the quarter.
She's very good fundamentally. I mean, she caught that ball, she kept it up. You had 3 or 4 of them down there waiting for her to bring it down. They were going to take it from her.
Byquist from the right corner, and a drive to the basket. Hughes came over to help, commits the foul, her 3rd. So her and Awu both will have 3. And Byquist will go to the line for the first time tonight. She's got 7 points, a 3-pointer and 2 buckets. And it is the 15th foul with 1:45 left. So 2 shots the rest of the way out, whether we're shooting or not in the 3rd quarter. Byquist had 38 free throws coming in this game. You can add the first couple girls of ours together, and that reaches Jada, who's, you expect that though. Jada works inside. She comes inside out when she's driving, gets contact a lot, really works to get on the line. Cameron misses 2 in a row. By the way, the Devils are up from 43 to 48%. I saw that today from the free throw line. We've struggled there a little bit. They'll get it. Hughes in the high post. Awu in the low post. 3 on the perimeter for the Panthers with 1:30 left in the quarter. Inside out. High arching shot. Misses everything. Hughes saves it. And stepping in for Patrick. Fitzpatrick misses. Awu's on the back of Brown. Luckily, the ball hit the floor. Hughes tracked it down, but it was out of bounds. Yeah, Linnell was all over. We talked about her sister went to NC State. I know she was suspended, and I'm not sure if she stayed there or if she's going somewhere else. I talked to somebody earlier, and they think maybe within the week or 2 they might say where she's going. So we'll give you some information there and pass that along. 1:15 left in the 3rd quarter. Devils looking for their 11th victory here. Pretty handily. More important, the 4th one in the conference. Oh, and Byquist in traffic. Nice move there. I'll tell you what, that was Jyrell Brock style, as she made some cuts through there all the way to the basket with the finger roll. Good job by Cameron, 47-17. Inside a minute left, 3rd quarter action. Fitzpatrick to the right side. And we had a whistle, but we don't know what it was. This is where, again, we talked about this the other day when it'd be nice to have somebody come over on a loudspeaker. That was that made bank free throw at the Shirk Center against the Raiders, and it never got put on the board, never got explained as to what happened there. He never got to shoot a second shot. Inside to Awu, being double-teamed. Kicks it back to the top, to the right side for the Panthers. Shot taken from outside, but a little step first, traveling. Byquist, who came out for a second, goes right back in. Ward got in long enough for me to say her name. Zira takes off. Zira hit that three-pointer early in the first, and it's nice to have some more depth. Zira's getting a little more playing time. That gives the Devils a little more depth. And a day like tonight, I love that one. Kind of like when Chloe's not here. Down to 33 seconds left in the third. Left corner, Jada Brown drives hard, kicks it to the right side. Byquist up and under, missed, but Byquist got her own rebound on the weak side. Jada Brown, and a good job there against Singleton, hits the basket.
Could have been and one.
That's
there.
what I thought too there. 49-17. Devils back on D. Down to 10 seconds left in the quarter. Byquist with a steal. Cameron with a double dribble they don't see. Cameron plops on the butt. She kept the ball though to Longcore. ML the second with 1 second left. Jada Brown, and puts it up. I thought Jada might take the three from the wing.
I would have liked seeing Molly take the ball to the hole, and finish it off strong at the hole and do an and one.
Either way, the Devils have a great quarter, and after three, the Blue Devils 49, the Panthers 17. Stick around, fourth quarter action. Hey, baby, right here on MegaSportsCo.com.
This season on Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Yes, college football is back.
Our lives finally have meaning again.
After a really long offseason.
Look, our QB's on the draft slide.
Whoa! Oh, he's going. To where? Not where he expected.
Everything will be questioned.
What is this place?
Don't they know it's Saturday?
Everything.
College football's changing.
The Dr. Pepper flavors, too.
It's all connected.
Fansville Season 8.
I don't think I've ever seen someone slide so far.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
And back here getting ready for the fourth quarter. Amy Kensel, this quarter's for you. Brad Longcore, this birthday's for you. That's Brad Longcore Sr. We talked about these two teams last night, or before the ball game, and I didn't really break down last year. In that one game, Linnell had 20 of the 22 points when we beat them 53-22. The other game, she had 14 of the 27, so obviously she is the scoring threat inside.
Well, I think she could be a very, I don't think she's a D1 player, but a very nice D2 player is what I'm looking at.
Nice cut to the basket. Devils had it to start the fourth quarter. Longcore passed it in. Brown had just rolled off. Now Longcore on the other end with a steal. Devils in transition. Ellifert's on the wing. Into the corner, Byquist. Nice move by Byquist. To the hole. Cameron with a drive. I tell you what, Cameron's got that speed. It's tough to stop her.
Yep, especially when she's in the open court.
Running clock, coach. We'll have to check the first break on this one. 51-17. Devils back in there 1-2-2. Figueroa at the point. Ellifert's had to get around Bennett Hughes there at the high post. Bennett Hughes went down to the low block, got it into Awu. Turnaround shot, no good. Got a rebound over Longcore, actually over Hamby, and another rebound. Panthers ball. Figueroa outside, finally drills one. Actually, that was Adam, hit that one. First three from outside there. Panthers get to 20. Devils still with 51, inside 7 minutes left in this one. 5 on the perimeter for the Devils, making cuts. Jada Brown starts to make a move. And a turnaround. She saw Byquist, but it was awful close to be zipping a pass there. Out of bounds, Panther basketball. And it is a running clock. So you try to get your subs in. Get everybody a chance to play. Devils went on that 14-point run in the second quarter, a 14-point from the second to the third, and in the third, 11-point run. So you have 39 points worth of runs to 6 probably, because the 2-pointer would have broke it up. Timeout taken for the Panthers with 6:09 left. Let's check if it's full, and it is a full. We'll be back. Fourth quarter action. Devils comfortable lead here at UT, right here on MegaSportsCo.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
Back in UT, Wellman and Pettit on this Thursday night. We'll be back here tomorrow night, too, for the boys taking on the Panthers. 6:09 left in this one, 51-20. Devils with a lead here. And, Coach, we saw a score last night, and I tell you, Highland, the girls' team must be pretty good because the Raiders are pretty darn good.
Yeah, I mean, I believe the Raiders come in ranked 7th in 3A. And Highland just took it to them last night, 71-51.
And that is only their second loss. The other one was against Centralia in the Rumble on the River. Panthers have the basketball, down by 31. Running clock the rest of the way. Early in the game I was watching teams, and they had 5 or 6 girls with pink shoes. Right now, Awu inside, good move. Jada comes over to foul, got behind her. For Jada, her first foul of the night. That's having to take on Awu and Singleton.
Well, they've been doing a good job. Anytime Awu catches the ball, except for the first 3 minutes of the game, it's been 2-3 people there surrounding her and, digging the ball out when she puts it on the ground. That was probably the first time since the first quarter she had one-on-one with Jada down on the block.
1 out of 2 on the free throws. Oh, and getting the rebound.
Gotta get that rebound.
Not at all. Awu got the shot but missed it. Awu's a good free throw shooter, too. Long pass. Byquist saves it. On the right side, long court, back to Byquist, who just got in the game. She fakes the shot, pulls up from the short corner. No good. Bennett Hughes gets the ball. Awu with that touch. I know she talked a couple years ago to me about Illinois State, was kind of one of her thoughts. Byquist tips it away. Panthers ball at half court. Just under 5 minutes. That's not a bad spot, Illinois State, but Illinois State's got some tough players. They used to have a tough one years ago that said she was 5'10". I swear she was 6 foot. And she was Missouri Valley Player of the Year, too. Playing against girls 6'3" to 6'5" every night. 51-21. Devils comfortable lead. Will improve to 11-5, 4-1 in the conference. Panthers will fall to 3-16 at 0-7.
Blue Devils will go up to 5-1 in the conference.
That's right. We were 4-1 coming in.
Yep.
I was thinking of the boys. Yeah, boys are 1-3. Here's a rebound. Elifritz, good outlet to Byquist. Cameron goes in, is fouled. And it'll be number 4 against Avery Bennett Hughes. And Cameron will go back to the line to shoot 2.
Once again, good defense and rebounding turn into easy transition opportunities.
Devils run well. See that we picked up right where we left off in the State Farm Classic. That was a good tournament, too. That was a lot of fun watching them and the Raiders, who won the gold ball. Collinsville was fun that day. They played very hard. The boys did. Got one-on-one when we were there. We had a pretty good Christmas of basketball. Byquist hits the first one. Nice to see Cameron back on the free throw line and nailing one. Only problem with free throws is the clock runs. And so the girls who are wanting to get in are like, hey, let's get things moving here. International rules, remember, you used to take the ball out yourself and didn't worry about it, a referee. Layla Gaya's in there. Jasmine Walker's in. Oh, yeah, Maddie Sethaler is in as well. And Bristol Walker and Byquist stays in. She misses the second free throw. And it looks like Zeri Ward will be there ready to go in for her with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in this one. Long, high three. Wow, and it catches the iron just right, goes up just right, comes down just right. And that means that's a made basket from 3 by McCannon. Sometimes, as we mentioned, better be lucky than good. That was a good shot, by the way. Back to the top, Gay. To the left side, Walker, that's Jasmine. Looks at the cut, Maddie comes through, not there. Second cutter is Byquist. Byquist, crossover dribble. But she brought it back to Awu, and Linnell said, that's a block shot. And she got her own board. Good look for Cameron. Cameron would have been better off taking the dribble to the other side and made Linnell chase her.
Bounce back and hit that little 12-footer. She comes out and, tries to block the shot, and then you got the weak side rebound that you score if you miss it.
Yep. Panthers with the basketball, 2:22 left and counting. Awu in the right corner. Skips it across to Figueroa, into the left corner. 3 from the corner. Another one of the high archers. This one hit the top of the backboard and was out of bounds. I thought that was coming down to go in like the last one did. And here comes Zero into the ball game. So with 2 minutes left in the game, all the starters get a break. Chloe, if you want to listen to the game, that's fine. Then get to bed. We want to make sure you're well for the weekend. Actually, well for school tomorrow. I hope you're at school. School comes first, right, Coach?
Yep.
Devils with it in half-court set. Inside 2 minutes left, 52-24. Trying to go into the high post of Bristol Walker. Bristol got down and fought for the ball. There were 3 Panthers there.
Well, you throw that bounce pass and you hit her in the shin. That's not a very good pass.
Coach Dance looked in to Jasmine. Still coaching, with 2 minutes left. You got to coach your squad all the way to the end, and I like that. He was still having a coaching moment.
And you coach him the same way.
Yep. Left side, three-pointer, shot no good. Weak side, Leila Gay. Here she is, through the legs in the backcourt. She's got them pink fluorescent, kind of pinkish. In the corner, Jasmine. She started a double dribble. They didn't see it. You got to get that second hand away from the ball. You have a tendency to want to touch it. Jasmine lost the ball out of bounds, and so inside a minute.
Well, she ran into the brick wall of Singleton.
Yep.
And
I'll tell you what.
Singleton didn't move.
What year is she?
Sophomore.
Oh, she's going to be tough these next couple years. After getting rid of two Awus, now you get to a big girl who's got some. She's a strong girl.
She moves well, too.
Oh, she does. High post. Shot from outside. No good from 3. Rebounded by the Panthers. Shot was taken by Trueblood. Ball was knocked out of bounds. It will be Panthers ball into their own basket. Inside 30 seconds left in this game. Trueblood will trigger. Out to Singleton. Singleton, soft touch. Off the glass, no good. Hustling into the corner. Panthers hustle for that ball. They wanted it more. Down to 12 seconds. Long 3, no good. There's Maddie, gets the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds on the Panthers. 5 seconds. I don't know that anybody's going to get a shot off here because the officials goes to the other one knowing that it was going to take time to run the clock off. And that will do it. Devils play 32 minutes with a big victory here. 52-24. Don't forget to give them that extra free throw they made there. As we mentioned, 3-16 now for UT. They are 0-7 in the conference. Devils now 11-5 and what did I say, 4-1 or 5-1?
5-1.
Thank you there, Coach. 5-1 out there. So good stuff tonight from the Blue Devils.
Yeah, they came out, did what they had to, took care of the basketball. Can't remember too many turnovers, that they had tonight. Got good shots, for the most part. Made some adjustments, after the first 3 minutes being down 8-3. They kind of came back with a vengeance, made the adjustments, in that timeout that Coach Dance called, and, started pressuring the outside guards. And, that forced them into turnovers and then transition offense, easy baskets. That's the way you win ball games.
And it went inside early. Awu got the first 8 points from UT, but then the Devils made some adjustments, as Coach mentioned, fronting her and then having somebody behind as well. Well, that's going to do it for the regular portion of our broadcast. Stick around, though. We've got the post-game show. We'll be talking to Coach Dance, and we'll break this one down. The final score from United Township High School, the Panther Den. It's your Blue Devils 52 and the Panthers 24. And this has been Blue Devil Basketball from the girls' side right here on MechaSportsCo.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th, Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
QHS Auto Group is proud to sponsor Mecha Sports Broadcasting.
If you're looking to score your next new ride, be sure to visit QHS Honda.
And QHS Hyundai of Quincy.
With over 300 new and used vehicles to choose from, you won't find a selection like this anywhere else.
Plus, give your vehicle the game plan to success by servicing with our new state-of-the-art service center.
Visit QHS Auto Group of Quincy on 36th Street and see how QHS makes it easy.
Good things are happening at Hardee's, right, Brian?
Here at Hardee's, we have a new $6.99 original bag. And you get 2 sandwiches, a fry, and a drink. You have your choice for the sandwiches between a regular hot ham and cheese, regular roast beef, double cheeseburger, or one of our chicken tender wraps. So you can pick any two of those, get a hot fry and a cold drink for only $6.99 here at Hardee's on 30th and Broadway.
That's Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
And back at the Hardee's postgame show, brought to you by Brian Harms and Hardee's, 30th and Broadway. It's the postgame show. Devils with a victory here, 52-24. I'm going to do my math because my math actually added up more points, Coach, as you get the headsets over there. Thought you said he was trying to make his way up here.
Right there.
Yep, they used to lock the doors up here, too, some nights, and you couldn't even get in there, too. So there's Coach Dance. He knows it's a school night and time to get back. So, all right, Coach Dance, I'll tell you what, congratulations on the first victory of the new year and also in the conference. And starting off, we had to make an adjustment. You had called a timeout when Lynella Wu scored the first 8 points inside with lobs and not much contention.
No, and we didn't really do a good job of helping like we had talked about. So we kind of re-emphasized that point, and then from then on I thought we did a really good job getting where we needed to be, and we forced them to make some difficult passes.
I thought so, too, and you really pushed it in where you got Jada fronting her. You had your weak side help as well, and actually brought, when it was on the offensive end, you brought Linnell out to take Jada on, and that's not a matchup.
Yeah.
Inside, Linnell might be able to bang a little bit. Jada, with her quickness and her crossover dribbles, took her to the hole at ease.
Yeah, and I thought she did a nice job of that. And, we're going to try to spread the floor as much as we can with Jada, especially if she's going against a big that she moves better than. So and we definitely tried to exploit that, and I thought it worked out. And I thought all the girls pretty well shared the ball, did what they needed to do.
Yeah, we hit 6 threes in the first half. It was kind of nice. 3 in the first, 3 in the second is what I had. Didn't need a 3, I don't think, in the third or fourth quarter. And our free throws, I know a couple of our girls that are good shooters having a tough time at the free throw line, but Jada gets there and it's pretty well solid. And we still got the subs in as well. And I saw Ward got a shot in here, and she's getting some playing time. And so it's nice to see some other players getting in. And this was a good night since Chloe's sick to run those players.
Yeah, and we've got to keep developing some of them, and it helps when they can get in games like this and get a little bit of confidence and play with some of the other girls.
Very workmanlike performance. I thought offensively you guys took care of the basketball. I can only remember maybe 4 or 5 turnovers, the whole game.
Yeah, and a lot of those we were going too fast and trying to force things that weren't there, but. I thought we handled it pretty well.
Yeah, well, and then, I always talk about paint touches before you step into the threes. You did a great job of that tonight with, driving into the basket and then kicking it out, gals stepping into it, and getting good looks.
Yeah, and, we emphasize where we need to. You're going to get past that first defender, no problem, and then we've got to make sure that we're smart on the second. Don't force a crazy shot thinking that you're just going to get bailed out with a foul. So, and I thought we did a nice job of that. I thought Mia came in and did some good things. Cam played great down at the bottom there on both ends of the court. So, when they bring that energy, it helps.
And we talked about that earlier in the game. Jada was getting some rebounds. Cam wasn't in the action yet. And about the time we call for it, she's out all over it. And what's great about her, even I thought maybe she had a little Charlie horse with a knee in the thigh, and slowing her down is something else. But, boy, she gets out on the break so quick. You just throw it out there and let her run get it.
Yeah, she's got a pretty good first step, and then she does a little up and under type move from the perimeter, and she gets to the rim, and she does a nice job for us.
I think only one time did she get there to the rim and went, oh my gosh, Linnell's right there.
Yeah, and we'll let her know about that.
Well, and this team, after we did done graduating the 2 Wu girls, the Singleton girl's only a sophomore, not as tall, but she's solid and she moves.
Yeah, and it seems like they have 2 of those every year. So every year since I've been here. So it'll be another couple more years.
You got to get your recruiting done better.
No kidding.
So anybody out there 7 foot tall that wants to transfer to Quincy, we'll take you. But go the right way to administration and sign up for school first. All right, there we go. Well, hey, it's a school night. Well, let's get out of here. Great win here, and good luck. We'll have you at the Sophie on Saturday and Sunday. Should be some fun stuff down there.
Yep, really looking forward to it. Thank you guys for coming. We'll see you guys this weekend.
You got it, and that's Brad Dance. His comments are brought to you by Kunis Auto, Faith Family, and Giving Back. We'll take a quick break, come back for the Hardee's postgame show as the Devils win this one 52-24 right here, MeccaSportsCo.com.
Kunis Auto Group is proud to sponsor Mecca Sports Broadcasting.
If you're looking to score your next new ride, be sure to visit Kunis Honda.
And Kunis Hyundai of Quincy.
With over 300 new and used vehicles to choose from, you won't find a selection like this anywhere else.
Plus, give your vehicle the game plan to success by servicing with our new state-of-the-art service center.
Visit Cunis Auto Group of Quincy on 36th Street and see how Cunis makes it easy.
And back here in the post-game show, and Coach Pettit and I were talking. I had the same thing, Coach. I had it for 9 on the board, but we might have 2. Oh, you know what? All right, folks, you got to love this. I'm doing my book. I got too many points. And what it is, I look on the second quarter, we scored 20 points. So at the bottom there, I put 20. Well, that looked like a 2-point and a missed free throw. And so, Eureka, we have found it. Let's break down the scoring here. For the Devils, who are now 11-5, 5-1 in the conference, they were led in scoring. Jada Brown had 19, 12 points out of Cameron Byquist, 9 from Madeline Hamby, 6 from Longcore, that's 2 threes, a 3 from Ward, a 3 from Ellifritz, that makes up to 6, and that's 52 for the Devils. On the other side, and I didn't get here fast enough, but all you got to do is check one girl's score, and that's Lynella Wu. She had 10, 11 at the first half, and she ended up getting 3 free throws in the second. So she had 14, 4 points out of Avery Bennett Hughes, 3 from Riley McCannon, and 3 from Remaz Adam, and that is 24 on the other side. That's your scoring for the Devils tonight. And as we mentioned, the Devils play twice this weekend. On Saturday, they're at the Sophie Classic at 2:30 against Park Hill South. Then on Sunday at 1 o'clock, they play Stratford at the Sophie Classic. So 2 good ball games there, and we'll be seeing Sophie too. She runs around there with her sister. Good stuff out there. But the Devils will be back here tomorrow night, and the Blue Devils will take on the Panthers right here in the Panther Den, 7 o'clock for the tip, 6:45 for the pregame. Last thoughts on this one, Coach?
Like I say, workmanlike performance. They took care of the basketball. They pressured the outside players, of East Moline, which, I thought they would have to do in order to be successful tonight. Did a good job on a Wu after the first 3 minutes of the game when she had 8 points. And, pulled this out and did what they had to do tonight for the W.
Everybody's got a pizza? Oh, my. We got to get down there, Coach, and get some pizza. Yeah, good job here. By the way, in the postgame, we're at the Mecca Mobile Studio, brought to you by Sleep Tight. Better beds, less money. Sleep Tight, Jacksonville and Quincy. That's sleeptightmidwest.com. And, of course, Cunis Auto Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. Coach's comments there as well as we wrap up the Hardee's post-game show. And did I ask for your last thoughts, or you got some more?
No, I'm done.
Coach is going to save his thoughts for tomorrow night. Hey, glad you're with us tonight. Be back with us again tomorrow night. And follow us the rest of the season. You know where to follow us, right here at MeccaSportsCo.com.
Well, and if you want to watch the replay of the game tonight, audio and video with Wellman and Pettit on the call, go to MeccaSportsCo.com. And you can watch any of the games we've done the last 3 years and enjoy them.
Indeed. There's some fun stuff out there, too. We did not have Jyrell Brock back in the day we were here when he had that super dunk on a rebound. Boy, I'd like to have that one. It's in my head. That was a great dunk out here. Hey, for Pettit, I'm Wellman. And the Blue Devils with a victory here tonight, 52-24. Mecca Sports will be back up here tomorrow night at UT as we close out tonight. Say good night, everybody, as we take a ride on home with the Devils' victory. It's MeccaSportsCo.com. Good night, everyone.
Better bed, less money at Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville. Shop Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster with free delivery, setup, removal, and 0% financing for up to 5 years.
Sleep tight. Sleep tight.
Cunis Auto Group is proud to sponsor Mecca Sports Broadcasting.
If you're looking to score your next new ride, be sure to visit Cunis Honda.
And Cunis Hyundai of Quincy.
With over 300 new and used vehicles to choose from, you won't find a selection like this anywhere else.
Plus, give your vehicle the game plan to success by servicing with our new state-of-the-art service center.
Visit Cunis Auto Group of Quincy on 36th Street and see how Cunis makes it easy.
This stream is brought to you by Mecca Sports Co., your streaming platform for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams. Be sure to subscribe and like on YouTube and Facebook. Just search Mecca Sports Co., and you won't miss a thing from QHS Blue Devils and Lady Devils with coverage for the QND Raiders and Lady Raiders on the road. Be sure to visit MeccaSportsCo.com for the complete schedule of games and more.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. sausage, egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll, 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.